many of you all have friends that just know everything about life? I mean, they can tell you how to fix your life, but when you look at their life, it's just like confetti blowing in the wind, just imploding, right? But they've got all the advice to tell you what you need to do. And if you don't do what they tell you what to do, they cut you off. They won't talk to you, or they'll talk about you. Case in point, I had an acquaintance that was in a circle of friends that I had, 2 kids. She had a daughter that was 23 who had 6 kids by 7 different men. Get into the comments and you guys can discuss it, because I said she has 6 children by 7 different men. So figure it out. Her son is 30, was 30, and he had gone to Penn State. Oh, no. He had just gotten out of the state pen. He'd been educated by the federal penal system.
If you enjoy or appreciate this type of content, please subscribe. Please follow, subscribe, give a thumbs up, or the finger, which is a thumbs down.
One of my girlfriends had a daughter who was 16, and she was liking this boy, and he was bad news for her, and she brought it up to the group. You know, you should be able to say anything you want to say to your friends without your friends judging you or telling you what you have to do. I mean, throw in some advice, but nobody's telling you exactly what to do. But she told her what to do. Here's what you do. I know when my daughter brought someone home when she was 16 and I didn't like that boy, I told him, don't you come back over my house no more. And I told her, you're not seeing him no more. Mother of a daughter with 6 kids by 7 men. And so we all jumped in with, well, you know, you tell a girl don't date him, you know, that's going to make her rummy. I got kids. My kids older than all of y'all, and you don't have any kids. Then she was so good, she had to tell me off, check me and put me in my place. Now, the 30-year-old son, the daughter and the son have different fathers. The son, she was never married to the father. It sounds like it was more of like a one-night stand. She had never lived in the same city with his family, the father's family. So the boy's father's family lived way on the other side of the country, right? And so one day she tells us that she's getting ready to go to the other side of the country. We're like, what are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to go see the in-laws. But y'all weren't never married. But I didn't say that because I don't know her like that. I didn't say that. You know, there are some friends that you can just tell them what you need to tell them. And then there are other friends that you got to be like, you know, I ain't saying nothing, or I'm going to hint at it if she want to talk about it. She was one of those ones I was like, I'm not even going to hint at it. So when she said she was going to do that, we were like, okay, well, why? She said, well, I want to make sure that my son, who's 30, has a relationship with his father. Now, she was going over to these people's family reunion, going to stay with his family, and the boy's father has been married twice now, is a grandfather now, and he was going to be staying in the same house with his new wife. So I shut my mouth up. But when I got into a group of our girlfriends, and a group of friends, not just girlfriends, and they started talking about, oh, she's still in love with that man. You know, she still got, because she had never dated anybody else that we saw, but she was always talking about that boy's father. So I said to them, okay, one of us got to say something. I said to her in a conversation with all of us there, because I'm thinking that they're going to jump in and we're going to have this intervention that we plan to have. And I say to her, I said, well, do you think that maybe his father might be your soulmate? A married man being my soulmate? No. And I was like, well, so from there, I was enemy number 1. So then we get to her telling me off. So this is when she told me off. I, at the time, was seeing a guy. So he had something of mine. I wanted it back. So I was reaching out to him trying to get it back. But at the same time, you know, when you are with your girlfriends and you coming out of a relationship, you kind of do that thing that everybody does where you talk about the ex, you know. I don't even have to go into that. But, you know, we all do it, right? You all look and see what they're doing, and we all, you know, talk about it for as long as we want to with your girlfriends, and they're supposed to just ha ha he he and, you know, whatever, be petty about it. Sometimes you can be petty about that. So anyhow, she comes to me and tells me, you need to stop stalking him and leave him alone and stop trying to talk to him. He has moved on. You need to move on.
Hey man, you're black. You are too. What the